Nemiga, I think, have a lot of tools here in their kit to be able to fight with Team Spirit. Definitely make things uncomfortable for them in game one. And like you've said during the draft, during the preamble to our series today, Spirit in game one of their series so far have looked sloppy. Now, they've taken a game to warm up. Game 2 and 3 is really where they get into 5th gear and properly play. So if there's a chance, it's going to be this one. Before we get into game 1, though, a quick message from EGB.
Здорово, бандиты. Здорово, бандиты. Здорово,
Prepare
бандиты.
for battle.
Здорово, бандиты.
And here we go. Game 1. Everyone smoked up. A little wry smile there from Imposhka. Looks like he's getting himself prepared for some nonsense. As they'll take on Nemiga in this best of 3. Why are you leaning one way or the other if you ignored the team names and just looked at the drafts?
Just the drafts. Yeah, I would have to say Team Spirit a little bit. The smoke collapse into each other here a little bit. Not gonna
Spooky times.
Not going to be the most violent of connections here. Radiant had good vision, and they're going to back out, going for the sort of non-confrontational approach here. Fire did get a ward down. Yatoro rushed down with the Monkey King, of course, quickly getting that ward.
Yeah, and I like this Radiant Observer ward up near this Watcher. Very sneakily placed.
Sprays on the stairs always look so cursed.
Just warping and bending through space and time.
Yeah, it's even better when you put it on a tree or on a tower.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's got 4 chins. I'm having a laugh about it. Yeah, lane sets up, as we'd expect, right? Magnus Sky up top. Morphling Spirit Breaker down bottom. Team Spirit not doing anything weird either. He's going to be sending their Monkey Oracle up. Calls that top lane.
Yeah.
Batrider Willow's a lane that I don't think I've seen too much, though.
Yeah, it's not the most common, I guess, violent. Nice sidestepping there, not getting hit by the Q. It is a double range lane, though, which allows them to do a lot of harassing here. They have the range advantage on the lane against the Morphling and Spirit Breaker, but Spirit Breaker past 5, he can still do quite a bit to just soak damage. Not really undying level, but on the other hand, he scales better out of laning stage as well. And Morphling, pretty strong of a laner himself. Just having really high lasted damage usually can be problematic. Big thing is, can they harass him enough to prevent his CSing? Already both of them going for him.
Flame break level 1. Let's put that pressure on. Early days. Similar story up at top. Scarlet Mage and Magnus spamming it out there. Concussive shot. And Shockwave just to chip away at Yatoro. Poshka standing nearby with a Blood Grenade and Fortune's End at level 1. Trying to maintain control of his camps as well. Has already blocked up the large camp with the Sentry, and the small camp is unblocked. So we'll have access to those pulls.
Yeah, pretty nice for him to be able to go back to that, especially when you're laning against the Sky and Magnus here. You don't want to get too close to the enemy tower overall. Just kind of go over and try and get his pull. Hellscream trying to stop it. Not going to be able to. One of the little fell spirits get over there.
Yeah, the Ghost camp. Not going to be able to kill off the majority of that creep wave. And it looks like Yatoro did a pretty good job keeping the Jingu stacks up. Got them going on Vazia. Able to stand his ground against the Magnus. And Wave is going to trend back towards this Dire Tower.
Yeah, very aggressive play there. He pressured Magnus, made sure his CSing wasn't that easy. Now chasing after Poshka here a little bit, but he's going to be just fine. Run high ground, salve himself up.
And even dispelling off the double slow. Pretty nice there. I wouldn't have thought of that. He just immediately Fortune's Ends himself. Gets rid of both slows. Down bottom, Mira taking a bit of a beating. They have to burn through a lot of these tangos now. And it's violent and so bad they both hit level 2. Access to this charge and bash now available.
Yeah.
Really, it's level 3 you want on Morphling as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you want to get all the levels possible for Morph, but overall, he just wants to be protected by his boss 5 as well, and so bad. It's going to take a lot of hate here. Gets grenaded. TP's out.
Good TP.
Yeah.
Goes back to Fountain. He'll have a charge in a couple of seconds, and you can even bring some items for the Morphling if need be.
Well, Yatoro keeps finding these triggers on the Jingu, which of course allows him for some really easy last attempts. Nice.
And maybe even a kill on Hellscream, like 500 HP. Okay, he's got Fairy Fire and Stick, but...
Yeah, he's a 0 armor hero.
Yep.
Definitely can go down.
Mira guarding the Lotus Pool from the Morphling. Standing off to the right-hand side, and a good flame break from Collapse to stop the charge. One of the reasons we've seen this Bat Rider so popular against the Spirit Breaker. Stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, it's always nice to have some reposition tools available, or some stuns at least that you can throw when you see him coming. But for now, I think they're doing a great job, by the way, pressuring Violent. His Morphling, 9 and 4. Well, sure, you're 9 and 8 on the Batrider as well. Pretty low CS count overall in bottom lane, but that's good. You'd rather have an underfarmed Batrider and an underfarmed Morphling than both of them having a lot of items.
Yeah, especially when you're comparing it, right? There's 9 and 5, compare it to the counterpart, Monkey King, who's 22 and 8. Ooh. Mid lane, Laurel, close to death.
Still.
Yeah, coming in. Bottle refill.
Should be fine. Have to time it.
Oh, it's not from Fountain. Just gets handed to Tango.
Yeah, Mira just TP'd to protect him. He knew the charge was coming, so that cancels the charge for Spirit Breaker. He's gonna run back.
Gave him a Lotus as well. Tons of heals for Laurel. But yeah, when you're comparing this Morphling, even the Magnus is the same as the Bat Rider. Yeah, Team Spirit can be feeling very comfortable with this early laning stage. Both Monkey and Ember Spirit having great old times in their lanes.
Man, I'm impressed so far by Malrine, but also surprised by Laurel. He's skilling up the Flame Guard on this lane, and he's not doing too well. 25 and 5 versus 22 and 6 on the Pango, who has a few CS here to take still. The Pango is arguably, like, not winning, but he should be losing this lane hard, and that's not what we're seeing.
So by not losing, he is winning.
Yes, this is an unexpected outcome to me, by far. You picked the Ember into Pango because it's a really good matchup, and the Pango is actually ahead.
So is this an indication Lol is looking later into the game with this Flame Guard build? Or what increases farming speed?
I think this is just maybe unfamiliar with the matchup a little bit, perhaps.
Okay.
You know, and not because now he ends up not having maxed out Sleight of Hand. He skilled 1 point Searing Chains because he needs Searing Chains against the Pango ulti. So his build is now not really streamlined. He can't Sleight of Fist as often as he wants. And yeah, I think even though it's tempting to have Flame Guard, it's a bait in this matchup.
Fair enough. And Malrine getting closer to that level 6. 30 seconds until the 6-minute runes as well. We'll see if we have movement from the supports to try and guard that. As it looks like Hellscream and Miposhka are starting to wander over. Miposhka holds his own. 1v2, trying to protect his avenue down to that top rune spot. Chased down by Vazia and Hellscream though. Skewer, Shockwave, Blood Grenade, everything. And Miposhka still has Raindrop Stick charges. Walk this off, it is, and they finally get the kill. First blood, bang on the mark of 6 minutes, and the rune taken by Malrine.
I mean, Poshka is just probably smiling all the way. He's like, space created, Yator is free farming, this is so far away from the top lane, you now have to run all the way back with Magnus. Like, yeah, he did go down, but he made them work for it so hard.
You need 3 heroes to kill my Oracle.
Yeah.
Well worth it.
I mean, from Vazia's perspective, he chased that really long, and then he didn't get the kill because his Pango came in and said, hey, I want first blood.
Hey, give me the money. Illusion. A bit of pressure onto Malrine, but pops the illusion rune to get that Fortune's End. Both mid lane is level 6 now, so we could start seeing these movements from maneuverable midders. Bottom, collapse on top of Violet. Getting pushed back by the adaptive strike, but still moving over the top with the brambles down. Violet in an awful lot of trouble. 5 stacks of napalm up, collapse low, but fine to turn. Fight into so bad. I mean, Bat Rider, he's pretty tanky. 4 one charges still to play with. Turns around and just defeats the Spirit Breaker.
That's such a sad moment to watch him just try to reach this Bat Rider. Not gonna be able to do it. And Bat Rider, with that kill, gonna be very close to his Vanguard, so his tankiness is gonna increase. Also, as we saw them die there, they're not gonna be able to try and steal the Wisdom Rune. So 1 for 1 on the Wisdom Runes, as the top one was taken by Skyride. Meanwhile, and as it is current patch, current year, we have Ancient stacks being prepared. Sky working on the big camps in Ancient.
Long gonna cancel out the Rolling Thunder mid. Charge is coming his way, as well as the Skyrath made. They look towards the Oracle as the easier kill. Swashbuckle in and look to finish him off, but 18 there buys a bit of time as Log is taken down by so bad. Pushed to the low ground, but Malrine hops and jumps over the terrain to get another kill in the mid lane.
And Ember's death, he had 3 remnants, but didn't place one early there. Gets charged and would have time to jump away if he had a safety remnant, but didn't place one, so dies with 200 mana and remnants fully available. So I feel like Laurel, so far, being outplayed a little bit here on the mid lane. And good rotation though for Nemiga. Keep getting a good start here for the Pango.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I stopped looking at the Ember Spirit there and just focused on the Oracle because I thought Lol was fine.
He should have been, but
he looked okay.
I think even if he didn't place one ahead of time, he could maybe have gone away. Charge here.
On to collapse. Adaptive strike to start it off. He's very tanky with his Vanguard. They need Malrine to come in and join. And collapse chasing him so bad. Wants to trade his life. He won't be able to do that.
I always find a way
to nearby.
Orb of Corrosion and maxed out Q. Mid lane though, Hellscream was trying to pick up the experience, and Laurel comes in for the kill. Gonna bring down the 1 armor Skywrath. Doesn't stand too well against the max or level 3 Sleight of Fist and Orb of Corrosion. Definitely hurts.
That's pretty nasty stuff. It looks like the Radiant right now just making sure that all their camps are unblocked. There's nothing silly going on there. Dire with double observer wards in the area though. So Team Spirit, they see into this triangle. They know what's going on. They could look to contest it.
Team Spirit lol farm too.
This time around, remnants away. Chains to stop the charge. Still looking at a lot of enemy heroes in the mid lane, and he goes very aggressive. And to spell off the Ancient Seal, Fate Edict to tank him up against this magic damage burst. Lol with another remnant up to high ground, but finished off by the physical damage of Malrine.
Yeah, those swashbuckles, they hurt a lot. Really going low. Charge to bottom lane again. We saw how tanky this Batrider is. They need more than just the 2 of them, I think, to get the kill.
Especially this time, Collapse not cancelling the charge with a flame break.
Dire's middle tower
drag the wave away.
Yeah,
pull into pull.
Absolutely gonna get the creeps over here. Mira
with another kill.
He's already on a mega kill. Been involved in 6. Every single kill so far on Nemiga has been around this Pango, and he has a swashbuckle, diffusal, Orb of Corrosion combo now. So that's gonna absolutely destroy people this early in the game. Getting that mana burn value is massive too. If you swashbuckle through someone, you know, you burn 200 mana, you get the extra hit. We'll go behind.
Let's destroy them. It looks like Team Spirit want to try and safeguard Lol a little better. Standing in mid with 2 supports behind him, but look at Miposhka just get obliterated by Malrine.
Mira too.
1 more hit's going to finish him off. Mira in serious trouble. Just 1 more hero there would have destroyed them.
Yeah,
Lol still getting charged up.
Already kind of stopped the push with that. Laurel wants more though.
Inhibited by the Diffusal Blade and Monkey King. Yatoro deciding he wants to Frey. Found the strike, jumping forward, Mira dead to Malrine already. Yatoro gets the kill on the side, but Lol, I can't escape, he's dead.
Malrine was also
couldn't run it away, and Malrine going wild in his mid lane gets a double kill. He's wicked 6-7-0. Pango's popping off.
I mean, they're just underestimating this diffusal Pango. Mira just stood there and died from a long distance to a single swashbuckle, fully connecting on him, and that was it. You only have 3 armor. The heroes that they have on Dire for Pango right now. I think it's time to start playing side lanes, trying to play around this Pango, not play right into it, because they kind of just went to him and allowed him to get online even more so.
Yeah, especially when you're kind of waiting for this timing. Like, Relic is out for Yatoro, but he's gone for this drawn out Radiant spill. Needs a bit more space and time to finish it off. The rest of the team, like mid lane, Oracle just disappears. Mystic Flare and a swashbuckle. He dies very quickly.
There's the Malrine show now with the power treads as well, and going for an Aghanim's rush here. He has aggressive intents, not going for any safety items really, just upping his damage even more, pulling the creeps. Look at the confidence, just farming the enemy big camp and mid wave at the same time here. Great stuff right now from him.
There's nothing to stop him. And he's playing under his own vision too, so he sees anybody coming. Hellscream presses forward onto the tier 1. Team Spirit are trying to make an effort down bottom. Collapse and Mira down here, but look at who shows up. It's the boss, Malrine with a Rolling Thunder. Straight over the top of Collapse, allow the Morphling to get the damage in, finish off the Bat Rider. Godlike Pango, 13 minutes in. Mirror standing there, still level 5, like, yeah, I can't really do anything against this guy.
This is right now feeling exactly like what we described before the series, though. Team Spirit just not looking like the beast we expect them to be. Nemiga here just handling them right now with what I would argue is a weaker draft. Like, I call that Ember had a favorable mid matchup, yet the Pango is 9-0-2 at 13 minutes, involved in every single kill. All eyes on Malrine right now. He is absolutely running the show.
Yeah, what is he, 3 grand ahead of the Ember Spirit? The majority of this network lead was 5k right now. And it's all down to this Pango smashing it. Down bottom, Mirror gets into the Shadow Realm, but never strike, and the Morphling's damage over the top of Collapse claims the life of the Bat. Radiance is up for the Monkey now. So is this a time where Team Spirit can look to fight, or their support still like, we want level 6, please?
I think you farm with that. I don't think you fight. This is too strong timing for Nemiga. Yeah, you have Radiance, but that's really it. You're gonna go over and try and snag a Wisdom Rune here, maybe stack, but Malrine invading?
Oh, my Poshka. Even an RP catching the Dark Willow, grabs the Wisdom Rune and slices into the Dark Willow. Pango is just unstoppable right now.
Oh, are they gonna TP top? We have a theft coming in. Monkey King.
The double scan.
Radiant's top tower.
Malrine's already here. Yeah. Come on then, Yatoro, show yourself. They ping it, but they know where he is. What? Gonna break the trees. He's fallen down. He didn't jump. He's gonna die.
I think Yatoro was just flustered by what happened there. He saw the car coming, but he didn't move like a deer in headlights. He just stayed on his tree there. He could have jumped away. What? I'm so confused. How do you not jump away when you see the car being used coming towards you? Who do you think he's rolling for?
Yeah, surely not. Surely he hasn't seen me. He's not coming for me. Nah. Lal getting charged and swashed again up in that top jungle. Nowhere is safe for Team Spirit right now. Everywhere they look, there are Radiant heroes running at them relentlessly.
That was a crazy
Lal right
play,
now, he's got a...
That was a really wild play to just go for the car there and actually find him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's pretty good stuff. I mean, Lal has a DD rune bottled right now. It could be something they use to fight, but this is the point where Nemiga is going to group up as 5, and we look at the odds. I don't think we've ever seen odds this favored against Team Spirit. 6.5 to 1
for Spirit. 15 minutes into a game. Yeah. That's not what you would expect, but somehow.
It's the reality of things right now.
Nemiga are just absolutely the boss of this jump. They are having great timings coming up as well. They have the drums and face boots on the Spirit Breaker. Just got that faded brooch for some speed.
Thank God, Miposhka. 16 minutes almost, cracks level 6. Now he can start playing the game, sitting behind his cores and saving them from some of this heavy aggression Nemiga are throwing at them, and they start off against the charge into the middle. Lal falls by stop the RP, catches Willow, and slides down immediately by the Pango. Miposhka getting crashed on by the Rolling Thunder. Another swashbuckle in, Nemiga clearing on hunt. Flyback out from Willow, and a lasso there on the Pango, going to drag Malrine up into Yatoro. A huge kill, thousands of gold going the way of Spirit. Monumental victory for Spirit just off the back of 1 kill.
I think that might be the highest bounty I've seen this early on in a pro game, actually. What in the world? It's minute 16 and he just gave away over 1,600, over 1,600 gold for 1 kill.
1,000 of that went to Lal. He just jumps up from like 6.9k to 7.9.
Yeah,
goodness gracious me.
That was pretty wild, actually. Some pretty crazy amount of gold. But that was because of Collapse play. He chased him down with Sticky Napalm, kept spamming it on him, and finally killed him off there on the Pango. I think you can keep applying the Sticky Napalm stacks now while people are in BKB or in roll. So that's why you see him chasing after like that. It's a pretty big impact. Debuff immunity nerf.
Yeah, good point. We've got a root now on the Spirit Breaker. So bad, popped his bulldoze, tried to get away, but the Wukongs comes out from Yatoro to secure the kill. And now we start looking towards BKBs. Lal and Yatoro closing in on that debuff immunity to try and protect themselves in these team fights. It looks like Lol up at top. If he gets tagged by an Ancient Seal here, could be in a bit of danger. Even with Naposhka standing behind him, that Roaring Thunder was gunning for them.
And they have a great ward.
Hold back. And they see forward. Right onto Vazia, who doesn't have RP yet. Tries to turn and fight with this harpoon, standing his ground and battling back. But Yatra and Lol offering a lot of damage. The Mystic Flare down the Dark Willow at least. But Violent stepping pretty deep here into the ranks of Spirit. Lassoed up and killed off. And now the chase in towards Malrine. Let's see if they can kill him off a second time. Swashbuckle up in a second. Should be able to get back to high ground. As so bad, zones them out and probably gives his life, sacrifices himself to keep the Pango alive. But Team Spirit, they've warmed up now. They're fighting properly and getting kills.
Yeah, taking good engagement there under their own vision. That was really it. They waste the entire Rolling Thunder. And to keep taking the fight after you don't have Pango ulti anymore is a very dangerous proposal here for Nemiga. So Team Spirit definitely showing that they have some tools to work with and going into these fights with more confidence, as we're now seeing them get closer to those BKBs. Crucially important when you play against, I mean, the entire lineup of Nemiga pretty much. It's very, very good to have against Skywrath, against Pango. It's crucial. Against even Spirit Breaker, it can be okay to, you know, give yourself that magic resistance from the BKB.
Just any form of protection. Keep these fights going as long as possible. That is something that Nemiga have to keep in their minds, you know, this RP, this Rolling Thunder, reasonably long cooldowns. Whereas Team Spirit, they can just keep on fighting. You know, not too worried about spending a lasso or a terrorizer, a bedlam here or there.
Yeah, especially Octarine lasso, very low cooldown.
All right, he's already got 2,000 gold saved up towards a blink or a boots of travel.
I think it's blink in this game. Usually you go travels, but I feel like the fact that he has blink queued up now, I think he's gonna save up for it too. He could have bought. Nah, he's going for travels. Okay, feeling a bit confident then, because blink would be the more aggressive choice. He can actually lock down the Morphling or the Pango a little bit better. But gets the travels. They're gonna try and play the map a little bit bigger.
Yeah, spread out wide. Join fights on the other side of the map if you need to. A lot more efficiency in terms of getting around before. Nemiga are down here though, ready to meet you. Lotus Pool, not a safe place to be, as Willow finds out.
Yeah, walks into Ancient Seal, and that could be Roche, honestly. At least attempt here. They got a kill, they have all heroes nearby, and that's usually when you just transition. So straight into Roche for Nemiga here. And Spirits, they seem unfazed by it. They're just gonna keep farming, work on items. They have big timings coming out. BKB is flying out right now for the Ember, and the Monkey King has his completed as well. So good time for them to fight here as they hit the travels and double BKB timing.
God, when all these lads are empowered up, they're doing like 300 damage a hit. Morph, Pango, and Magnus packing some serious punches.
Under attack.
Soon gonna have pipe up on Vazia too, so yeah, a bit of protection there against that Batrider who has been causing a few problems with his magic damage.
They have vision down bottom. They want to go fight under it.
They've seen Malrine and they've got him caught up inside the Wukongs. He rolls up and balls away for now. And Yatoro going to try and stand here and fight the Magnus and drag him towards the golden statues. Skewers off to the right-hand side, and Miposki gets blown up by the Pango. Spirit Breaker in the middle of the circle and an RP on the back to the right-hand side. This fight split 3 different ways, but Team Spirit using this chaos to their advantage, getting the Magnus kill. They didn't find the Pango or the Morphling, but that still feels okay. Pressing down at this bottom right-hand corner into Aegis.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty costly fight because you're fighting into Aegis. You didn't end up getting the Pango or the Morphling Aegis down there, and you expended both your 9-second BKBs, which normally you want to look for a really big fight with. They tried to burst the Pango at the start of the fight there with Monkey King going on him, but they didn't really have any follow-up. It's just Monkey like stunning and ulting, and then Pango kind of rolled away.
That's a good point with the BKBs. I was kind of looking at that thinking, you fighting into Aegis, yeah, 3-for-2 trade, look to the XP and gold change, and it was pretty even. And when you're taking a fight where you're behind against Aegis, I think going evenly seems okay, but yeah, spending BKB is definitely a downfall for Team Spirit there.
Yeah, it sets them back a little bit. I mean, people don't talk about it that much anymore because going down to 6 seconds instead of 9 is not a massive difference, but it does have a pretty substantial impact still if you can get a good fight or not with the first 9 seconds. This is such a long time.
Hellscream in position under his ward. And So Bad was looking for a charge, but Team Spirit transitioned up top rather than down to the right-hand side.
I like the itemization coming out here from Yatoro, going for the Radiance into BKB and then straight to Eye of Skadi. It's a great counter item for the Morphling in this game. Laurel, been scanned.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, a little bit scary on that right-hand side.
Is under attack.
Kaya in his backpack. Batrider TPing in as well. Labs. To go for this. Get the lasso onto Vazia. Slight change on the morph and Yatoro. Another BKB and a Wukong's out. Will get the kill on Magnus. Rolling Thunder. The Aghanim Scepter is up for Malrine, so spamming out the swashbuckles and crashing in. And So Bad will hold them back with the charge play, moving forward with the Morphling on toward Lull. Ember Spirit gets silenced up, but the turnaround from Spirit. Yatoro felt very strong to stand there and fight until the rest of Nemiga arrived. Gets back to his high ground. Quick little bounce strike to claim the Aegis though. And Team Spirit, another 3 for 2. This is on the doorstep of their base again.
They're gonna steal. They're going for the Tormentor. I love this. Try and get something more. You can't really break high ground, but they identify that they can get something out of this. They can at least take Tormentor, then retreat. So they get the Shard here for Spirit Breaker, which can be pretty massive. You can even steal the Lasso in this game. If you're really lucky, you can try and planar pocket away the Lasso from a teammate to yourself.
Yeah, such a cool ability. A really nice name as well. I'm a big fan of the planar pocket. Arcane Rune for Malrine.
Yes!
Yeah. Not top of the net worth anymore, but still very powerful.
Yeah, he's having a fantastic game still. I mean, he died once. He's been involved in 23 kills out of 25. It is some pretty damn good kill participation here, and just a display of Pango performance. The fact that he has Aghanims and Shard already is very nice as well, and he's going for a Basher next. When you have that Aghanims, you want to get more procs, more things to happen. A random bash at the right time on an Ember can definitely secure a team fight.
Oh, it sure can. And we got ourselves the Magnus Shards. They took the second Tormentor. So has that returning Boomerang Shockwave. Smoke up out of Nemiga, heading through mid. Through the Ancients and down to bottom, it looks like. Collapse and Laurel are down there. So Bad. He's going to show his face and start with a charge. Gets off the bulldoze. Very tanky and annoying. So Bad lassoed up for now. But
that was a short lasso.
This is there, a very short lasso. Laurel trying to make a meal of this. Does get the takedown eventually. But the cavalry has arrived. Both the Pango and Morphling chaining up onto that Mystic Flare. Getting the kill on Collapse. And as Laurel, he just scatters, runs for the hills.
So it's a support for a core, but at the same time, Yatoro is split pushing top, gonna go for this tier 1 tower push a bit, and he's also going over to try and steal some Ancients, so creeps here. So it was a good trade for Nemiga, but positionally still in a good spot here for Team Spirit.
Well, they saw him. I had no idea the monkey was up there. They come through the twin gate and cutting wave up top, letting Violent connect with them.
He's going for Aghanims next on Morphling. You know what that means. Dark Willow.
Oh, yes.
Could be a great target, but even if he uses it on something like Monkey King, he's going to take away a lot of his stats as well, so it's not terrible to use it on Agi heroes as well.
What's the move for Spirit now?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Delay? Try and get to your next round of items?
I think so. I mean, they need the entire Skadi on Monkey. That's a really massive thing. Other than that, you don't really have an item timing that's cool. We got the Blink Dagger on Batrider not too long ago. Kaya-san just up on the Ember Spirits. I think they don't have another power spike coming up for a while, so it's just Monkey King needing to finish up his Skadi.
Well, they might not have the time. Violent just waveforms up to high ground, gets on the tier 3. Oh, a ton of backup.
Monkey's courier's dead for a minute. That's why he doesn't have his Eye of Skadi yet. He lost his courier before.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Violent managed to snipe it on Morphling.
Back up from the tier 3 for now, and Team Spirit, they're coming out of their base. Heading down the mid lane, they've got one Observer Ward off to the side in this jungle, but they don't see up into the high ground near the outposts and the watchers. That's where
Dire's
Hellscream is
top
waiting for his
tower
moment
is
to
under
strike.
attack.
The Blink Scarred Mage, the bane of all these Team Spirit backline heroes.
I like that. He can sit back and wait for the
Radiant's
RP a
middle
little bit,
tower is
or
under
sit
attack.
back and, you know, still be in effective range to join. Collapse, charged.
Yeah, Mystic
Dire's
flared as
top
well.
tower is under
Gets caught
attack.
out in that
Dire's top
little
tower
nook in the
has
top
fallen.
lane. And a hero down with no buyback means a lane of barracks here for Nemiga.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Two-man smoke, mirror, lol, wrapping around from behind, placing wards down. Immediately spotted by Malrine. The two-man slide changed and the BKB up for Ember Spirit. Aiming for Hellscream, but
Radiant's bottom
holding a Spirit Breaker. Getting through that BKB to control him up a little bit. He does get the kill on Hellscream at the least. Backs away with a safety remnant. They lost their range barracks.
Malrine at the same time, so no Dark Willow has buyback.
But now Wukong's up on the high ground. Wayfall's ready for the Morphling, trying to shift into strength, but he's dead before he can get it off.
Oh boy. Underestimating
Interesting.
maybe? I'm not sure. I think he could have gone out there. Just a little bit of a misplay there, getting caught out.
Wait, someone's pinged a tier 3 token. So bad, he sees goodies on the ground. Oh, a piece of candy. Go get it quickly. Yeah, wild push up high ground here. Nemiga really itching for aggression. Gives Team Spirit a window to get back into this with Roshan up in a minute. 10k leads doesn't feel, you know, that massive.
No, it doesn't feel massive, but I don't think that Nemiga should feel too stressed to do what they did there, like going high ground in a situation where you're not relying on Aegis to push. Like, you should probably just take it a little bit slower still. Play around Aegis for high grounds. Going high ground without Aegis is so risky. And Team Spirit, they do have a potent defense still. Batrider is still very, very good. Monkey King Wukong still hurt a lot.
Is under attack. Dire are scanning.
And you've also got to keep in your mind these reset tools for Team Spirit, the False Promise, even the Terror.
Radiant's top tower
Pretty good at swinging fights. So bad. Lotus Orb, Bulldoze, gets stopped. The shard is cancelled by the Brambles. And Yatoro coming in to help out Lol. Mirror in the end gets the kill with the Bedlam.
Yeah, looked like that would go to Monkey King, but no. Nemiga though, they're moving down to bottom. They realize Roshan would be bottom soon, as he is indeed spawned. It's a very early spawn for Roche, and that's gonna favor Team Spirit here as they just got a nice pick off. They're gonna see him heading to his pit.
Mr. Aegis and Cheese himself. He pops down to the bottom right corner. Looks like Collapse gonna start things off. Sticky and Firefly. The rest of his team is wandering over, getting into the pin eventually. This is a big smoke from Nemiga. 10 seconds for the Spirit Breaker to respawn, but they want to get into position and at least force Team Spirit to fight for this position.
They can't go for Roche like this. They have to wait. They have to go out and take the fight first.
Especially with his long wraparound. Look, I'm coming towards that staircase behind.
Spirit Breaker TPing. They see a TP. They want to go on him.
Yeah, and he does cancel. Oh, in front of the ring on the shield crash. He basically destroys them all in one move. Already a double kill up. They've got him up and down, catching him out. Team Spirit inside the Wukong, trying to fight back until Mars morphing, but he stands there, bullying and battering the Monkey King while Lol jumped on Simon's team wipe. Diebacks from Aposhka and Lol, and Team Spirit made to pay.
That was just straight up dirty. They destroyed them that fight. The Pango got the cleanest connection that you can pretty much wish for there. Gets a massive swashbuckle, dealing so much damage, rolling through everything. The Magnus crashed through. By the time Spirit Breaker arrived, everyone was already dead. He didn't need to do anything. That was straight up just a 4v5 destruction right there.
It's like when we say, you know, Pango wants to hunt in the backlines for this Oracle and the Dark Willow. The entire of Team Spirit was the backline.
Team Spirit were in a very, very tight, squeezed together spot, and they were found out, right? The Nemiga, they had a good reaction, good read, canceling that TP on Spirit Breaker. I think even if he completed there, they were also bunched together, and no chance for him to win.
Glorious stuff, and now Aegis for the Morphling, Cheese for the Pango, and high ground being shot at again by Nemiga. They've got creeps in mid, but they want to head top. No tier 3 there, and a good little move. The harpoon, the skewer. Totem trying to get Mira out of danger. Yields up the Morphling, but killed off in the end. Dead for 45, and Spirit Breaker going deep. Trying to catch out Miposhka, but Yatoro and Collapse. They jump in. The Wukong's out. Malrine and Violet getting rooted up. The Pango pops his cheese and stays alive.
That's more resources used.
Back in again. They can't get the skewer back. It's still on cooldown, but they've got enough damage to break through the Bat Rider. Now the Oracle gone. And Spirit, 3 heroes dead for quite some time. Probably going to be another lane of barracks mid as Nemiga shift all their efforts into that tier 3.
Not calling it, but they also have no way to defend here. They don't have Oracle, don't have Bat Rider for 40. Breaker cutting the bottom creep wave as well as Yatoro is trying to find whatever farm he can, but it doesn't really matter. He's not close to a key item. So bad is just keeping tabs on him.
Violent. Was thinking about it. It seems. Well, there they go straight in on it. And Bazia with another harpoon skewer. Drags Mira all the way across. BKB's up on the mag to get away from the Cursed Crown. And Violent just continues pummeling buildings. Lol. Yeah, doesn't go chasing. Magnus was pretty low, but Hellscream held position very nicely there on the staircase.
They can back out now. Nemiga have done so much damage and their bank accounts are overflowing with gold right now. They are so rich. 4.2k gold on this Skyra, 3k gold on Magnus. They had massive amount of gold on Spearbreaker, so he has his Shadow Blade now as well. And a full Eye of Skadi for Morphling. I think Pango already purchased up the Lincolns as well, so there's just a ton of items rolling in because of all this you know, winning the bottom team fight and then going and taking so many buildings. There's also a DD rune spawning, waiting for this pickup here. More DD rune could be a good way to seal the game. Probably gonna drop a bottle here and maybe he takes it for himself. Yeah, he's actually very strong himself, so he wants it.
He sure does. But yeah, that Morphling was so rich, he had choice paralysis. He's like, do I want Satanic? He queued it. Do I want Daedalus? Queued it. And I can just buy a full Skadi. Let's freaking go for it.
Oh my god, he still has the Aegis on Morphling as well. They didn't even crack that in the last fight.
No, they didn't. Team Spirit.
That was an RTC smoke dodge right there. Manta dodging the smoke.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Game is hard.
Pop into the astral plane and disappear for a little bit. Yatoro getting clashed on, and they are P-connecting on Miposhka. Oracle down, Wukong's out. Malrine jumps off to the right-hand side, aims the Mira. They do lasso up the Magnus inside the Wukong, but the rest of the team crumbling. Malrine with the curved crown and a bit of control. Lol and Yatoro on top of the Pango get the kill and hold their base. A fear for the Terrorize clips Violent. Morphling still has his Aegis for a minute though. It's so bad with considering the deep dive in, but that's they baited Violent into an awkward spot. He said, no, I'm strong enough to wait for him over the top of Collapse for this kill, but Yatoro got the idea in mind. Harpoon is skewered back in towards so bad. Yatoro and Lol trying to stand and fight, but they're dead now. No chance remaining. The Ancients and GG is called.
GG is called. They couldn't really stand their ground as Yatoro was just overwhelmed. Too many heroes were on him. Magnus wailing at he can't handle all of it. Even though they brought down the Pangolier earlier there in that fight, it was still just way too much. And what a performance here, game 1 by Nemiga. Obviously, I have to give a huge shout out to their mid player, Malrine. He was destroying this game. He absolutely